It's a strange juncture when a person decides to live their life believing there is no tomorrow. You see it everywhere right now with a mix of nihilism, burnout, and extreme hyper-awareness. We're told we live in a free market democracy, yet everywhere we look, the decisions that shape our lives are made long before we ever see a ballot. Having an emotional response when we feel the system is rigged isn't a unique experience, it's structural reality. Let's start with money. You hear a lot about foreign policy lobbying, but the most aggressive strategy happening right now is the strategic targeting of Democratic primaries. The Federal Elections Commission's public disclosures and campaign finance reports tracked by the nonpartisan watchdog group Open Secrets expose the magnitude. In 2024 and 2026 election cycles, AIPAC and its affiliate Super PAC, United Democracy Project, poured well over $100 million into congressional races, like nearly $15 million in New York's 16th district, or over $8.5 million in Missouri's 1st district, becoming the most expensive interest group spending on single house races in U.S. history.
There are very few lobbies working the corridors of Capitol Hill with as much clout as AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. They're the people who tell the Congress which legislation affecting Israel they like and which they don't.
Essentially, this matters because in heavily leaning Democratic or heavily leaning Republican districts, the primary is the election. So when Super PAC can drop $10 million in 2 weeks to flood airways against a candidate advocating for foreign aid oversight, military restraint, or human rights, it creates a systemic chilling across the Congress. Members of Congress realize their biggest electoral threat isn't the opposing party, it's stepping out of line with the billionaire-funded lobby networks. While lobby funds filter who gets into office, technology is quietly re-engineering public spaces. If you drive anywhere in America, or actively are on the internet, then you've seen small, black solar-powered cameras on light poles. These belong to Flock Safety. Investigative audits by the EFF, and the legal dossiers published by the American Civil Liberties Union, otherwise known as the ACLU, document a massive privatized surveillance network. Flock operates over 120,000 AI-powered automatic license plate readers across 49 states. They scan tens of billions of vehicles monthly. The EFF's multi-year investigations revealed that because Flock is a private third-party corporation, local police routinely bypass traditional judicial warrant requirements to access nationwide searchable movement databases. The AI algorithms log license plates, they capture the vehicle color, damage marks, bumper stickers, and predictive driving routes through convoy tracking features. EFF and the ACLU audits uncovered law enforcement using these databases for everything from tracking political protesters to out-of-state reproductive healthcare queries, building a dragnet where 99% of scanned drivers have committed zero crime. When people observe these overlapping systems of control, the term fascism gets thrown around constantly. But what does political science actually say? Yale University philosophy professor Jason Stanley, in his work How Fascism Works, alongside political theorist Umberto Eco, his landmark study Fascism defined far-right authoritarianism not as a simple slur, but as a specific, repeatable set of structural mechanisms. The mythic past appeals to a lost, pure golden age corrupted by internal enemies. Think Make America Great Again. The dehumanizing enemy from within rhetoric, labeling political rivals, press, and minorities as existential threats to justify breaking constitutional norms. Proposals like Schedule F are designed to dismantle nonpartisan civil service workers and replace them with personal political loyalists. That directly mirrors the authoritarian tactics of replacing democratic governance with a personalized party state. When political scientists analyze MAGA, they are identifying matching operational tactics, centralized power, erode norms, and normalize state surveillance. Diagnosing the system is necessary. Breaking the cynicism requires tactical action. Living like there's no tomorrow is an easy trap when everything feels controlled from above. But here's how we can actually dismantle that from below. We can shut down the surveillance loophole. Over 80 US cities have canceled Flock contracts or enforced strict warrant-only ordinances because citizens packed city council meetings. Your local city council controls police tech budgets, not Washington. Mobilize for local ranked choice voting, otherwise known as RCV, and open primary initiatives in your state. RCV strips super PACs of their binary divide and conquer strategies by allowing voters to support grassroots candidates without wasting their ballots. Join local mutual aid networks. and support independent digital privacy groups. Authoritarians rely on isolated, cynical populations. Local community cohesion is counter-surveillance. Power isn't conceded when it's organized against. Share this. Check your city council's upcoming meeting agenda, and let's build what comes next.